You're being watched.
It's really happening. Oh my. Wait, you're here. Officer down. Hit him.
Hosted by Sean Sticks Larkin.
You know you're on camera, right?
Welcome to Crime Cam 24/7. With a string of armed robberies plaguing rideshare drivers in Reading, Pennsylvania, one local cab company upgraded their cabs with rear-facing surveillance cameras to combat hijackings. Sometimes, these cameras capture crimes that are so unreal, you have to see it to believe it.
Reading, Pennsylvania. Monday, March 7th, 2016, 4 p.m.
25-year veteran cabbie Ralph Valletta has just begun his shift in a Reading Metro taxi. He's sitting at a red light. His first passenger of the day is slumped down in the back seat. But he's looking for more than just a ride.
Give me everything you got, man. This is a robbery, man. Right. Hey. Give me all your money, man. Man, I don't have... Give me everything you got. Give me it now.
In an instant, the masked man thrust a pistol through the partition to the back of Valletta's head.
Give me everything you got, man. This is a robbery, man. Right. Hey. Give me all your money, man. Man, I don't have...
The passenger demands the driver hand over all his cash.
I can make it the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man. Everything I got, man.
Valletta's initial shock becomes terror as the robbery unfolds.
Keep your hand where I can see him. I just started. What else you got?
Unsatisfied with the few singles Valletta produces, the man demands the cabbie empty his pockets.
Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now if you don't want to die, man. Okay.
While a terrified Valletta desperately pleads that he has nothing more to give.
Give me everything you got. Sir, I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't carry your wallet and your phone.
As the harrowing situation plays out, the dash cam captures something else besides the crime in progress. A marked squad car directly behind them. An officer gets out of the patrol car and approaches the taxi.
I need your wallet. No, please don't give me your phone. I need that from a... There's a copy of this. There's cops.
Berks County Sheriff's Deputy Terry Eli orders the suspect out of the vehicle while Valletta exits, amazed by his good fortune.
Lifesaver! Oh my God! I can't believe it! You have a gun? He has a gun, he has it in my head! Oh my God, you have a heart attack.
On the ground, just off camera, Deputy Eli gets possession of the weapon, which turns out to be a pellet gun. Police identify the suspect as 18-year-old Victor Martinez Herrera. 5 months later, he pled guilty to robbery and was sentenced to 5 to 10 years in prison.
Prepare for more feeds.
We live in a day and age when it seems many bystanders are more likely to take out their cell phone and record a crime taking place than to actually intervene. But there still are Americans willing to do whatever it takes to protect their fellow citizens, as you're about to see.
Hollywood, California. Monday, August 1st, 2022, 3:35 p.m.
A security camera records an outdoor seating area of a pizzeria. Behind this pillar, an elderly man is enjoying lunch with his dog at his feet, when suddenly, he's blindsided. With no warning, this elderly man is sucker punched, knocking him out of his chair. After stepping back, the attacker reaches down and grabs the victim's phone and wallet before casually strolling away. The violent ambush occurs in the blink of an eye, but it does not go unnoticed or unanswered. This is Timothy Ratcliffe, the owner of a nearby restaurant.
Honestly, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I ended up just getting up and without thinking, running after the guy.
After rounding the corner, Ratcliffe takes a punch to the face before grabbing the assailant around the neck and ripping him to the curb of a busy intersection. The hit from behind sends the victim's stolen property flying into the street. Seconds later, the Good Samaritan's girlfriend rushes in to collect the items, and then proceeds to get in a couple rib shots on the attacker. As the two men struggle for position, the woman again swoops in to retrieve cash that's fallen out of her boyfriend's pocket. With his upper body pinned to the ground, the assailant kicks his legs but is unable to shake loose. While the scuffle continues, the victim walks up and has his phone and wallet returned. But his attacker isn't giving up yet. A minute into the fight and still struggling to break free, Ratcliffe applies more force, shoving the man's head and face directly into the street. For more than 10 minutes, Ratcliffe keeps the man pinned to the pavement until police arrive.
I wasn't scared because honestly I didn't think about it. The instincts is, I guess, the right way to say it. I just jumped up and I went after him.
The assailant, 28-year-old Michael Dona, was arrested and charged with felony robbery and was being held on a $100,000 bond. Dona is currently awaiting trial.
Phoenix, Arizona. Friday, April 29th, 2022, 4 p.m.
A Phoenix PD chopper tracks this silver sedan from the air, while undercover Arizona State Police units are tailing the vehicle on the ground along Interstate 10. 90 minutes earlier, police received a call reporting a passed-out driver in this vehicle blocking the roadway. Responding officers spotted a gun in the vehicle and awakened the driver, who rammed two police units and fled the scene. In an effort to keep the public safe, state police dispatched their undercover units, now several hundred feet behind the suspect, to follow the vehicle. Unaware of the pursuit vehicles, the suspect exits the highway. Once the driver reaches the traffic signal on the off-ramp, an unmarked state police truck catches up and falls in behind the sedan. Unaware of the police pursuit, a pedestrian crosses the path of the stalled chase. Rather than apprehend the suspect here at the light and endanger the man, they stand down. When the light turns green, the driver of the sedan takes off. With the road clear of any other vehicles or potential public safety risks, the unmarked police vehicle overtakes the sedan as the two round a curve. Directly behind the sedan, another unmarked police vehicle deploys a secret weapon from the front bumper, a grappler.
A grappler is a heavy-duty, bumper-mounted nylon net. Once deployed by a pursuit unit, the rear tire of the fleeing vehicle is immobilized. This allows police officers to bring the chase to a safe, controlled stop.
Once deployed, the grappler latches onto the vehicle's tire, preventing the driver from fleeing. Several units take up position behind the suspect. The grappler vehicle reverses to keep the sedan from moving forward. An officer aims a rifle at the driver's side door of the sedan. Seconds later, another officer fires a less lethal beanbag at the rear window in an attempt to break the glass for a better view of the driver behind dark tinted windows. But the round bounces off the window. While officers order the suspect out of the vehicle, a canine unit stages at the rear of the blockade. Police have a report of a gun in the vehicle, and they aren't taking any chances. Another undercover unit backs up to the sedan, pinning the suspect in. Officers are now engaged in a standoff. Moments later, officers prepare to approach the vehicle behind ballistic shields. while a less lethal round punctures a hole in the passenger side window. After several moments, the suspect raises his hands out of the sunroof of the sedan. But police cannot see through the tinted windows. Officers cautiously approach the passenger side of the vehicle and rip open the damaged passenger side window. Seeing the driver unarmed, an officer unlocks the door, but the driver refuses to exit the vehicle. The K-9 is then released into the car to apprehend and hold the suspect. As officers make entry on the driver's side, the suspect finally gives up. Officers take him into custody without further incident. Police identified the man as 30-year-old Brandon Smith. Inside the vehicle, police located drugs and a loaded handgun. Smith pled guilty to unlawful flight and the illegal possession of a weapon charge and was sentenced to 2 years in prison.
Have you captured a crime on camera? Please send your videos and tips to crimecam247@lawnews.com. Prepare for next feed.
An ATM may seem like a good target for criminals looking for an accessible source of cash. But in this next video, 2 ATM thieves are about to find out that easy money isn't always so easy.
Portland, Oregon. Tuesday, November 29th, 2022. 4:35 a.m.
In an hour and a half, this convenience store will be open for business. But the driver of this white van needs to get in, now. Seconds later, a man enters and begins clearing debris to gain access to what he and the driver came for: an ATM machine. Another suspect makes his way through the wreckage, and together, the men stand the ATM up. The video stops here, but the men manage to load the ATM into the van and get away. Minutes later, just down the road from the convenience store, another security camera shows them stopping in an empty church parking lot. Suddenly, a shower of sparks lights up the interior of the van. Looking closely, it appears one of the men is using a torch or power tool to cut open the ATM. But it turns out their perfect crime isn't so perfect, as sparks from the tool hit the floor of the van and ignite a fire inside. Now out of the van, one of the men opens a side door and begins retrieving items from inside. He's joined by the other suspect, who opens the adjoining door and grabs what looks like a blanket and tries to smother the fire. But it only makes things worse. With the van interior fully engulfed, one suspect battles the flames to reach in and grab something from the front seat. It appears this man got out just in time as he coughs out a cloud of smoke. Both men eventually flee the scene, leaving the burning van behind. First responders arrive on the scene shortly after to put out the blaze.
Police are still searching for the suspects, and while these crooks may have escaped the law, their dream of a big cash payday went up in smoke.
Do you have information related to this incident? Please contact Portland Police Department's anonymous tip line, 1-503-823-4357. Prepare for next feed.
After seeing historic lows during the COVID-19 pandemic, crime in New York City rose dramatically, up 34% since 2020. A common scene for these crimes? Businesses open late whose clientele has had a bit too much to drink.
Brooklyn, New York. Saturday, July 17th, 2021, 3 a.m.
A customer waiting in line for a slice has taken out his phone because tempers are flaring at this pizzeria. This employee is confronting a patron who's allegedly been harassing a female customer when things turn physical. Two customers in black shirts swing wildly as other employees join the fight. A right hook by a customer barely misses an employee's face. Once the workers get him backed against a refrigerator case, they deliver an irate and body shot combination. But with his right hand free, the customer drops a haymaker from above. After catching the shot on the chin, this employee takes things to another level.
It's really happening.
Grabbing a wooden pizza paddle and turning it into a weapon.
Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness. It's really happening. Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness.
As the situation spins further out of control, an employee gets one of the customers in a headlock, then unloads on him. From behind, another worker enters the melee, wielding a metal sauce ladle, and attacks. While the wild scene continues to play out, the hungry customer keeps recording on his phone.
I'm still waiting for my pizza. You're not getting it. I want my pizza. It's amazing. How do I get it? It's amazing.
Following the brawl, two employees were taken to the hospital and treated for minor injuries, and only one customer involved in the fight stuck around until police arrived. The man claimed he was actually a neutral third party who stepped in to try and break up the fight, but then got caught in the middle. Despite his story, the customer was the only one arrested for assault.
As a result of the spike in crime after the pandemic, the NYPD added an additional 650 officers during late-night hours to patrol the streets and local businesses.
Prepare for next feed.
Retail businesses face a higher risk of burglary at night because they usually contain a safe for nightly cash drops. These conditions make them targets for smash-and-grab burglars looking for some quick cash.
Delray Beach, Florida. Friday, January 25th, 2019, 2:18 a.m.
An interior surveillance camera at this strip mall pizza shop captures a man wearing all black except for white tennis shoes, as he smashes the glass entry door, then quickly darts off. Sometime later, a different man clad in all black carefully removes the shattered glass from the door. Masked and wearing white tube socks on his hands, the man does his best cat burglar impression, crawling through the store on all fours. Another camera, trained on the stockroom, picks up the burglar slinking into a back office. Inside the store office, he takes a peek at some paperwork, then scurries out of the office, back through the stockroom, and makes a beeline for the store safe behind the counter. The burglar muscles the safe out from under the counter and pulls up his sagging pants, just as his partner in crime, who smashed the glass door, reappears. The burglar hands off the safe to his accomplice, and the pair disappear into the night with an empty haul.
You see, these two thieves put in a lot of effort to rob this pizza joint, but they failed to case the place properly. The safe was emptied at closing time.
Delray Beach police released this video to the public in the hopes of identifying the burglars. Police have not made an arrest.
That's all for this edition of Crime Cam 24/7. I'm Sean Sticks Larkin, and thanks for watching.